Yo guys, what's up fellas, Stan here and welcome back to episode 31 of the Road to Glory. Today rewards day and we've got a few other things as well. So the objectives we've had have actually been quite good. The Future Stars cards are obviously now out. We've got Future Stars Odegaard and Future Stars Daniel James. Now I like the Daniel James one because it's all offline. Now I have I'm one away from completing Odegaard. I've got to start him in one more game and I've done it all. And now it's just it's a good card. I really like the look of this card. I like the fact they've upgraded his weak foot to 3-star. It's got 5-star skills. The dribbling and the passing is already really good, and it is a really good card. I've enjoyed using the 85 in the rivals, but just playing rivals in general is really just such a grind. It's just such a competitive, sweaty game mode that it's not enjoyable. I have been combining doing it with some of the icon swaps as well, so I've done the Premier League and the League Earn, and obviously a few others as well, and I've got 2 more Bundesliga wins to do, and then Serie A and France if I continue to do them, which I probably will because I've got an idea of what I want to do with that. So we can take this 2 rare gold players pack as well from Odegaard. The hardest one from Odegaard was assist 6 goals excuse me, using lobbed through balls in rivals. That one was the hardest because lobbed through balls are so bad this year, but we've done it, and we did also manage to do it all in Division 4 or above, so we got ourselves a rare players pack. So we've got another 50k pack for today to go with the rewards, which is obviously the main theme of this video. Oh, we've got a pack from Seasons? No, I'm not bothered about that. So we have got some packs. I'm going to have to back out of on my team because obviously we've got our red picks. I had to claim all my rewards because I needed to just play that one game of rivals just to get that 50k pack. So I just played that before I started recording this to get that. So obviously we've got all these Future Stars cards in packs as well. And there's some incredibly expensive ones like João Felix and things like that. So with Weekend League we finished with 20 wins. So we've got 2 red player picks, 1 of 4, and the team of the week's pretty good. There's some good. There's Di Maria, there's Sancho, there's like high rated like Lloris and Immobile. I'd like a Sancho because it's a central version, but I'm not really too bothered about what we get. So we'll just see if we can get something. So here we go with the first pick, and yep, we are gonna get crap. So an 82 is our highest overall from those picks, and then our second pick is going to be Santi Cazorla, so at least we get an 86 rated, so that's what 20 wins gets you. Again, my red picks proving to be absolutely fantastic. So we'll get into the packs and see if we can get a Future Stars card. So we've got 2 50k, we'll open the 2 rare gold players pack first. We've got 2 50s, 2 100s, a 35 and a 25 I believe, so maybe we can get something. So there's no balls from that one, not expected. So yeah, we'll open the Prime Gold Players pack first. Now we've got one untradeable 50k pack, probably where we'll get the Future Stars from if we get one. So I don't think that's a board. It is not. We'll skip that through and then get into the big chunky packs. Just discard those. And so we'll start with the 35k pack first. We'll work up from price, see what we can get. So I don't think that's not boards. With the new pack animation, I struggle to tell because there's a little glare of light when it's a board, and with this new pack animation, I really can't tell which one it is. So I'm going to discard a few of this stuff, just anything that I don't want in the club. There we go. Send all that in. So we've got to be getting something good. So with 2 50k packs and 2 100k packs, hopefully the tradable one comes up, or the untradeable one comes up first. Let's see what we can get. So I think that's boards. It is. It is a walkout as well. It's German B. Royce. Ah, it's Thomas Müller. 86 rated. Literally the lowest walkout you can get. I don't know what his price is going to be at. I predict maybe like 18k. Oh, that's not a bad pack actually. An 86, 2 84s and an 83. That's not a bad 50k pack. Is this the tradable one? This is the tradable one. So about probably about 15k. We'll send him up. We'll keep the 2 84s in there for now. And then this is the untradeable one. So I mean, if we get a future stars, I'm not going to complain, but it'd be typical that it's the I don't think that's boards. It's not even boards. It's terrible, 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 terrible. 82 rated. Wow, look at those duplicates as well. My club is like empty. Oh, they were. I could have traded those over, but never mind. And on to the first 100k pack. Come on, 2 walkouts from these. Got to be. We've got boards. It's a team of the week, but it's not a walkout. So it's going to be Snodgrass, but there could be other stuff in it. I don't think there could be a future stars, but there could be like a gold high rated. Brilliant. I'm just going to discard Snodgrass because I've got so many other informs in my club that are untradeable, so I'm just going to discard him, get rid of him. And then the final 100k pack, come on, hit me with a walkout. It's boards. It is a walkout, let's go. Italian, centre forward. So it's going to be Insigne. It's the first time I've packed in this year, so 87 rated, new dynamic image as well. Not dynamic, new image, sorry. So 87 rated, probably about 22, 23k, or even below that, 21. That's not bad. 87 rated, send him up. And then, oh, I don't think Daily Blink's worth anything, is he? Maybe a little bit. The rest of that can go. So not great in terms of rewards. Really not great. There's a few things that, well, I actually didn't do a lot of investing. I've had a few sales just from lazy buys. So Hugo Sanchez brought at like 290, sold at 330. This Thiago Silva was about 78, I think I brought it at. Digne was like 180, 170, and Porto was at 14k. And he was just a complete lazy because I've still got loads of him on the market. But yeah, another Hugo Sanchez brought for 285 there. I don't know what his price is looking like at the minute. So he's about 315. So I mean at 285, that's a good buy. I've got a Zanetti at 390. He still hasn't risen yet. He's dropped a bit actually with a 381 there. And then I haven't really done that many icons because I didn't see many prices that I liked. There's a few drop there, so I got that one for 290, so that's about the same. I picked up a few of these headliner cards. Thiago Silva's on like a 3-win streak. Kyle Walker I just think will rebound. I brought these at like 330, 335, 319, because obviously when they lost to Spurs, everyone was like, oh well, he's not going to get upgraded for a while, so they all sold him off. But people will want to use this card for the weekend league, I think. Same with Pereira. I picked him up at 126 because he was going out of packs. That was his cheapest. These Dignes you can see here, 185 and 185, both with shadows. And then a load of these inform Portos, all picked up at 14k or below, because he's an 83 rated Spanish La Liga right mid inform. Now that is like brilliant SBC fodder, and to be at 14, 13k is too low. He will eventually go up to 18 or 20k at some point, so I'm just going to hold on to him. He's out of packs now, so he was in the previous team of the week. He's now out of packs from yesterday, so I'm predicting that he will rise and at least to like 18k, like I say. And at that low bracket of tax, where I mean, if I sold him for like even 16k, I'm making money. It may not be a lot, but I'm still making money. So at that low tax bracket, it's good. And I picked up a Wan-Bissaka for 77 as well because of Daniel James. Now as you can see here, look, he's almost extinct on the market now. The cheapest one is 95k. I picked this one up at 77 last night, so I might list him up for 100. It's got a good chem style on it as well. I'll list him up for 100, see if he lazy buys. But that's because of Daniel James, and we'll go and have a look at him now. Actually, before we do, this was the squad I was using to do a Bundesliga and a Odegaard objective. But we'll go and look at the main squad and see how that's going to set up. Because we, as you can see there, we took Ronald Koeman from swaps as well as Van der Sar. We kind of got, he should be at the top, shouldn't he? There he is. So we've got an idea of how we want to run this team, really. So I do want to use Angelino actually, because I'm playing a back five, but the two wing backs are set to go forward. So when we're on the attack, they play so high and wide, because when people play overload ball side, their defence is so compact and narrow that the 4-1-2-1-2 that I like doesn't work. So I'll show you in game. Yeah, the 4-1-2-1-2 doesn't work when people play that formation. So, oh, it's actually a 3-back at the minute, that's wrong. We haven't changed it, let's have a look. So this is what it will be like. So Roberto Carlos will be out there. Trent goes... Oh, this menu's doing my head in. Trent goes out there. I want Coleman in the middle, Tomiyasu on the left. Please let me pitch switch off, thank you. That's how it will work. Bernardo Silva at Cam, Kante and Aouar as centre mids, and then Roberto Carlos and Trent will be told to join the attack as soon as possible, because the problem with the 3-5-2 is they don't stay wide when they're in the midfield. The right and left mids, I find, always come narrow, and they always end up just ruining the shape of the team, whereas in this formation the team stays so much in their shape. They stay all in their positions, and I love that so much because it just makes it easier when you're defending, and it's pretty much the same when you're attacking. So that's why I prefer the 5 to the 3. It's kind of the same formation in my opinion, because your right mids and your left mids, or your right wing back and your left wing back, they're your width attacking and they're your defensive support as well. So they're basically the same. Yeah, those are the that's the formation I think I'm going to run with. Although I do want to use this Angelino, because like I said, Roberto Carlos is not really suited to a left wing back because he's not got great skill moves. I think he's only 3-star skill moves, 2-star weak foot. So this Angelino is a 4-star, 3-star card, and I quite like it. It's honestly a really good card. I think I wouldn't be bothered like boosting his defended. I'd maybe boost him with like an artist or something like that, and then just play him as a wing back with 80 defence. I think he'd be fine. I can't defend on this game anyway, so if you've watched my streams and watched me play Foot Champs, you know I can't defend on this game. So, but that's I think what we're going to do. And yeah, Daniel James is a good objective in my opinion, because to have everything in squad battles makes this card so much more accessible. Because the rivals, like I say, it's such a grind, and people relegate themselves down. So even the people that are in Division 6, where they're not as good as other people, the games may be a little bit more laid back and relaxed. But you get people that are like Div 3, Div 4 players dropping down into Div 6 and ruin everybody else's time down there. So I don't agree with dropping down divisions. I will never drop down divisions to do an objective. And that's why they call, that's why they put the Future Stars Odegaard thing in there to get a 50k pack for doing it in Div 4 and above, to stop people dropping down. But you know, I don't agree with dropping down to do objectives. I think you should just do them in the division you're in, because I've done it and I'm not that great, so it's definitely possible. But yeah, Daniel James, the card itself, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Watching Run the Foot Market stream last night, he was using him, says he felt really good, even as a middle cam. They've boosted him to 4-star, 4-star as well, so that's good as well. So I'm going to complete this card as soon as possible, really. Obviously a Prem right mid is very handy to have, but yeah, that will be the end of today's video. If you got any decent red picks, let me know down in the comments. If you got like a Sancho or something like that, because as you can see, my red pack luck continues to be terrible. But yeah, drop a like if you enjoyed today's video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and until the next one, I'm out of here.